It says, Steel Rain is the complete conclusion to this Steel Rain story. Like, okay.
Right.
There's a Minerva, a brand new gold bullion vendor, offering discounts for 2 new events.
What?
Minerva's Emporium and Minerva's Big Sale. They're events we gotta look out for, apparently. Bunch of changes to legendary power armor.
Fuck.
Yeah. A Blue Ridge caravan merchant named Minerva has just arrived in Appalachia. She's ready to trade in a selection of coveted items. Item plans
How
in
did I
exchange for
fuck
gold
that
bullion.
up so many times?
Minerva's Emporium runs Monday to Wednesday. Minerva's Big Sale is Thursday to Monday.
Well, I don't like that.
Is no slouch when it comes to making sales, blah 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 blah. I have no idea. Oh, when she arrives, she will set up shop at 3 settlements: Crater, Atlas, and Foundation. There you go.
What were you talking about?
This new Minerva vendor for stuff.
Holy fuck, how many special loadouts can you buy?
How much you buy?
I got 4 right now.
That's nice. And the wallet changes. Caps are increased to 40,000. Gold bullion's increased to 4. The daily limit vendor is 400 instead of 2, and then the total caps increased to 10,000. Scripts is up to 300 from this machine permanently, and then 5,000 for total. Oh, that's so nice.
What?
You can have 5,000 total script instead of 1,000.
Dude. Yeah, but how much can you spend in a day?
300.
That's fucking dumb.
That's good. That's doubled.
It's still not enough.
I
mean, it's better.
You'd be surprised. It is. Like, dude, I sold so many pieces of clothing. A lot. But it does run into that thing where people are gonna hit the cap and then just buy a shit ton. And then how do you get rid of it? I feel like they did double the vendors.
Don't.
You can put more in your vendors now.
Said my mom.
New Meat Week rewards. Pepper shaker. Plans for a pepper shaker. Grocery cart grill. Fruit wreath. Fruit bowl. Duck set. Decoy duck set.
I love Meat Week.
They fertilizer producer. You can no longer kill your own. Brahmin.
Yeah, they fucking killed my bear. That was like the best thing they've ever done for me.
Perks. Class Freak. Fixed an issue where Class Freak would not reduce negative effects as expected. That's good to know.
Shit.
Dodgy now correctly consumes AP.
That's something I gotta be careful of now. Fuck.
Electrical absorption now works with laser type weapon. Born Survivor. Fix an issue where Born Survivor perk would activate after a player character died. Yeah, I have a lot of those issues with all my low health builds. Like, I die and then my cards proc. Like, I'm down. Why am I stimming now? What the fuck?
'Cause you gay.
Melee. Power Fists and Boxing Gloves can now properly receive eligible Tier 2 legendary mods. Baseball bats and sledgehammers now correctly change names when mods are applied. Shish kebab.
Where are you getting all these deets?
I sent it to you.
That's not what it said on the thing that I read.
Did you scroll down?
Yeah, it just took me to like videos and shit.
It shouldn't have. The second link, well, the first link I sent you was my Twitch stuff, but like the second one was the website with all the patch notes.
Well, I was talking about the second one.
Yeah, it should. This is exactly what I sent you.
That's
Unlimited
fucking
rank ups.
Boge.
Improve bug. Oh, ready? Improvements and bug fixes. I still have a bug that I can show you that they didn't fix with railway spikes. Backpacks address
Is it
an
a
issue
cute
where
bug?
players could wear a backpack or use regular armor while in power armor. Interesting. Fixed an issue that could cause a
I
server
could
not
see
responding
that.
error when being saved by life-saving armor. Jesus Christ.
That sounds like a major bug. I'm glad I don't use this shit.
Fusion cores address an issue where players may lose a fusion core when entering and exiting power armor. Wow.
I have enough. I guess it doesn't matter if it happened to me.
Something about fixing up paints. Fixed an issue where power armor pieces with 100% condition would not appear in the modified menu. Power armor, duplicate power armor pieces with super duper perk no longer cause multiple armor pieces to be equipped simultaneously. What? Stim packs. Using a stim pack quickly while exiting power armor no longer causes movement issue. Yeah, this is the funny one. Vault fireplace.
I guess I've kind of experienced that.
Fixed an issue where the vault fireplace was not casting light. They never put the burning effect in there, and I put them on my base. It's such a joke. It's like they barely give off light, man. It's so bad.
It's like my anus.
Even the one dude that came to my base and I showed it to him, he's like, well, like maybe they should have put a glass front on it, or like you could open it. I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice.
That wouldn't fix it though.
Some weird bug with the meteoric sword and the plasma cutter. They wouldn't do any they wouldn't update for challenges. Killing Scorched. So many bugs, man.
Yeah, this is probably the longest list of bug fixes I've ever fucking heard of, though,
Yeah.
coming from them. So,
General
sounds like
NPC.
it's working.
Decapitated NPCs will no longer respawn their heads when players check their inventories. That is hilarious.
Yeah, I never ran into that.
I never noticed, but that is
I want to run into.
Damage numbers are now persistent when explosives are used. That's cool. Mole miners. Fixed an issue where mole miners would attack with melee despite having ranged weapons. That's interesting. Mothman. Players can now headshot Mothman outside of VATS. I didn't know that was an issue.
Me either.
Performance and stability. Control lock. Purchasing bundles while in the build menu. No longer control... Oh, controller lockup. Okay.
What are they talking about purchasing? Like, so you go into build mode.
You don't have it.
And then you go to the shop.
Yeah, a lot of times when you don't have something in the build mode and you want to go buy it real quick, it'll push you to the shop if it's available, and then you can buy it. But apparently afterwards it would lock your controller up and you'd have to restart the game.
Huh.
I don't play with the controller, so...
Yeah!
World fixes. AMS headquarters. Players can no longer get stuck in the elevator. Anchor Farms. The water purifier in Anchor Farms can no longer be destroyed. Interesting. Morgantown High School addressed an issue where room light flickering occasionally caused floor texture issues. I don't know.
Never saw that.
Valley Galleria fixed the spot where players could walk out of the world.
Damn it, why didn't we find that?
Yeah, why didn't they show us this stuff? I'm gonna see it now. White Spring Bunker. Papers inside the White Spring Bunker have been updated to say that thistles give flux when nuked. Thank God they did that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't know what thistles are.
I don't think they're all that common, but still.
I still get this one issue. Aiming. Addressed an issue where players would become stuck in the aiming position when sprinting. Aiming and firing after the character enters a relaxed state. I still get, like, with my heavy gun, if I, like, zoom in with right click, my fusion, and spray, and I hit reload real quick, I'll be stuck in that zoom, and I have to switch my gun to get out of it.
That's weird. I don't think that's ever happened to me.
The Cryolator can no longer freeze players who are not engaged in PvP combat. That's hilarious. So you can just fuck with people with the
I wish I would have known that was a thing.
Yeah,
right?
that's fucking great. Flamer, Voltex skin, nobody cares. Gamma Gun. The Gamma Gun now does the correct damage when not using the charging mod. Okay.
Whatever.
General. Here we go. General weapons. Weapons with area effect damage now take the proper amount of condition damage. That sucks. Or it could be good. Maybe it took more than before. Addressed an issue
Yeah,
where...
I mean...
Fuck, I hit tab.
I called people. And then everything got gay.
Where is... Here we go. Addressed an issue where magazine sizes could be swapped with heavy weapon... What? Addressed an issue where magazine sizes could be swapped with heavy weapon magazines. I don't know if I follow that.
I think I know what they're talking about, because there was that one time, like, I typically use heavy weapons. And it was like 9 times out of 10 when I loaded into the game, I'd have a heavy gun and it would say that I had like 522 rounds out of
it's reading
whatever
the wrong
fucking
magazine.
ammunition it took. So the one time that happened, I was using a heavy gun, and I don't know how I had happened into it, but I ended up in the game using that Crusader pistol, and it did the same thing. It said I had like 522 rounds out of 40 or some shit. And I just got to unload with it. It was fucking awesome. It was the only time I experienced it. And then after I fucking shot them 522 rounds, it sucked because it went down to like 15 and I was reloading all the fucking
gun's
time.
like garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I do remember you saying that. I've had that happen before too. Like your clip becomes like huge. They seem to, and I haven't seen this. I didn't read all of it, and I still haven't seen it yet, but I've noticed everything, all the high capacity fusion core stuff, that's typically like 500 rounds, they reduced it to 250 and up the damage, which is really nice.
I mean, that's kind of a balancing thing. They should have done that.
They're cutting time in half. They're increasing the DPS, cutting time in half. Because it's just annoying.
Well, and not only that, but like, I mean, plasma weapons are basically on the same level as, you know, plasma gat, laser gat, same level. Laser gat gets twice as many shots, and at least to me, seemingly does nearly about as much damage. But you can't craft 200% fucking plasma cores. They only come out like 125, maybe 150 at best. It's bullshit.
Firing, general. Firing is no longer interrupted when aiming down sights in third-person view with a scoped automatic weapon. I don't know about that. General.
Yeah, it sounds like a very specific thing.
Ooh. Oh, I've had this before. It's actually
that
nice.
happens
Fixed an
to
issue
you with your railway rifle all the time.
Yeah. This one says, fixed an issue where players could get locked into an animation while using auto melee weapons. And I've definitely had that. Like, that one robot Buzzblade, it would just be on, and I could just walk around. It's actually really nice. Meat cleavers now scrap for the correct amount of material. Power fist and block. I already read that shit.
Yeah, that's all of it.
User interface favorites. Fix an issue calling the favorite wheel to occasionally reset on login. That sucks. The map now updates faster when items are added or removed from vendors. That's good. The background for trade and transfer windows are now aligned with the item list in the Pip-Boy. Claimed items from the scoreboard are now added to the new tab in Pip-Boy. That's nice. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna finish smoking, jump on. Shelter, server room, cluttered items in the server room shelter can no longer be looted. What?
I didn't know that was a thing either. God damn it! I would have checked out a lot more shelters.
Primal cuts. Enemy corpses are no longer disintegrated, Jesus Christ, when using plasma or laser weapons. That's kind of nice. Property rights quest. The objective marker will no longer fail to appear if the player has already entered the makeshift vault before speaking. I don't know.
What's going on?
Night shit. That's like one of the main quest lines.
Big old dingers. Dongers.
Holotapes. The Overseer logs no longer plays outdated VO in French, Italian, German, and Spanish. Okay.
Not my problem. Now you just nitpicking.
Alright, let me go through these items real quick. Bucking. There's a bucking Brahmin ride. Now correctly requires players to hold the interactive button. Okay. The Brotherhood of Steel backpack skin now correctly has an atomic symbol on the armor workbench. Emotes remove the Roman candle. Something about stack values in fridges and ice boxes displayed correctly. Fusion cores. Being hit by a freezer floater attack now drains fusion core correctly. Okay.
Didn't know that thing was a thing in the first place, but you know what? When my boner gets cold, it gets small.
Hedge fences. There's 3 fixes for hedge fences. Building requirement. Could float. And snapping. Hot tub. Players can now soak in the hot tub with a friend. Thank God.
That's why I bought it.
Dude, we should have a Fallout hot tub stream.
Yeah, that would be gimmicky enough that people would probably watch it.
Just go over the patch notes while sitting in a hot tub and put it on hot tub.
That'd probably cover about like 45 minutes. I don't know. You've been talking for a while.
Yeah, I just wanted to go through them so I can cut this and throw it on YouTube. I did want to go through it, though. I kind of went through some of this yesterday. Skeeto Spit?
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see
any of this. So much.
On the PC, yeah, that's fucked up.
Skeeto Spit. Skeeto Spit increases thirst, is no longer repeated on the item description. That's nice. Train set. The train set no longer continues to play sound after power is removed. That's hilarious. Wasteland.
Patch fix. Changed Skeeto Spit text dialogue to reflect the actual name of Skeet Week.
So many items in this game I don't have. There's like apparently a wood branch chandelier that when you would power it off, the light would turn red. Like the illumination around it would turn red instead of turning
chandelier.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it does. I kind of want to see it.
Then just open your mouth.
I guess like the meat and potatoes that I really don't feel good about. I know I kind of just skipped over. Did you want to look at the power armor stuff? There's a lot of stuff there.
No, I'm not interested in like literally any of it.
I don't think let's see it. I don't think it was like anything specific.
Until I can start S and the D, it don't matter.
The vast majority of legendary attributes that are available to normal armor can now be applied to power armor, with the following exceptions: Auto Revive, 3-star, 1-star, Acrobats, which is reducing falling damage, improves sneak, who cares? Divers is underwater breathing, who cares? Unyielding would have been awesome. Weightless or limb damage. I mean, maybe they should have gave you the list of the ones they added, but that's
Okay,
really
what now?
They just added more
Yeah.
mods, legendary mods to power armor. And then like the whole legendary upgrading system, I don't know how I feel about it. Like basically all you're doing is re-rolling 3-star items or downgrading some of your weapons. Or upgrading
I haven't
2-star.
touched any of that shit yet, but if
I
they
got it
let you
figured out.
choose, that's better than nothing.
They don't. It's random. They don't let you choose.
Well, it doesn't
shit.
make any sense. How is it an update then?
This is all you can do. You can base it. All right. You can do.
They
three
might be
things.
talking about legendary power armor. That was
No,
something
this
I
is
remember
legendary
reading
crafting.
about.
I'm talking about legendary crafting. You need
Yeah,
legendary
which could be
cores and
power
legendary
armor,
mod.
weapons, but that's how it's been already.
What?
Like you've been able to craft legendaries from the get-go.
No, like so. This is what they're adding. So you can do an upgrade roll, which means you can take a 1-star item and try and put 3 stars on it, and it'll roll 3 random attributes. So what that means is it's going to take the one that you have on there, even if you like it, and re-roll it anyway.
Oh, so you can just roll pieces you already have.
Yeah, so like the problem here is when like we have 3-star items like most people, and you have one of those 3 you like, or maybe 2 of the 3 you like.
You can re-roll it and take your chances.
That's it. Correct. That's all you can do is re-roll it. Like why? You can't even just like pick the one you want to roll. It's frustrating.
Well, it beats that. Like if you
It's
got
something.
secret surface armor and they let you do the same thing with that, it beats the piss out of crafting another one.
Well, maybe. I don't know about that. Because you need
I would have
legendary
to look,
cores and
because I got
legendary
a lot
modules.
of shit I want to re-roll.
You might be right. I don't have anything I want to re-roll because I don't keep things that I'm willing to like wipe all 3 mods off of. I trash those.
Well, basically what happened for me was I just wanted a full set so I could use Funky Duds. And most of the shit that I got was okay. So
that's literally what I make of this. Is like it's so you can get a set and then roll your set. Right.
Not having to craft it again.
But that's where I was confused. Is like it really depends on what's harder to get, the material to do the rolling or the material to recraft, right?
It takes a decent amount of money to or not money, but materials to recraft, but we'll have to see what it takes to re-roll because I haven't even looked at that yet.
It doesn't. If you go to a weapons workbench and you modify a weapon, it'll tell you what it costs.
I don't know how many legendary modules I have. When you're building at a workshop or camp, you can store objects and build them again for free later. Stored objects continue to my loading screen.
Is that like a thing?
Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. Alright, so you know how people load under your base like really dumb? It's got to do with wherever you have your camp placed. Because that just happened to me.
Yeah, so you can move that thing around. Like I was fucking with it earlier.
Yeah, I
If you
just
put
loaded
like
it in today.
Yeah.
Well, I loaded in today and I was like, man, I've noticed that ever since I moved my camp, I load in at the same spot every time. So today I moved it in an attempt to change that loading spot, and it just spawned me under my base.
Interesting.
So that's probably, partial something to do with how that shit works at your place.
Yeah, but like I move that thing in a position where it spawns me in a certain spot every time, and it's fantastic. And for some reason, it doesn't do that for other people. Like
Yeah,
it's like a
that's weird.
50-50. It literally is a 50-50. Some people always spawn where I'm at, and then you and a few other people don't.
Big old dongs. Okay, let's see. Huh. Okay, so that's pretty fucking interesting.
What's that?
So you go to modify your already legendary armor.
Right.
Say you've got already legendary armor. You go up to your fucking armor bench.
Yep.
And you hit modify.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my chest piece right now that has the Zealots mod on it. Total dog shit for me. Don't care. What's interesting is when you hit modify, the first thing it says is Zealots legendary mod. You can hit spacebar to modify that, and for a 1-star, it takes 1 legendary core, 1 legendary module.
Right.
2-star is 3 legendary cores, 2 legendary modules. 3 stars is 5 legendary cores and 3 legendary modules.
Right.
So I guess that's where the reroll comes into play.
Yeah. Well, even then,
and you don't even have to recraft the armor then.
Right. Yeah. But the problem is if you do a 1-star or a 2-star and the item's already a 3-star, you're technically downgrading it.
Yeah, probably, but mine's already a piece of shit, so it's not like it really fucking matters.
Where you really the one thing you didn't notice that here, ready? This is the most interesting thing. Ready? Applying a legendary, you can apply legendary upgrades to normal items. This will turn your item into a legendary version with 1, 2, or 3 randomly assigned legendary attributes. So this is where it really comes into place, where it's you get the plan of the right. That's the biggest thing. So you get the plan. Let's say you never find a cryo weapon and you want one really bad, but you can craft one.
Yeah, you can just roll a legendary one.
Right. And if it turns out like shit, you don't have to make another one. You can roll it again.
Right.
If it turns out to be a 1, you're always upgraded. You could even say, fuck it, I don't have enough, I'm going to roll it into a 2-star. So it's a slow upgrade. This whole process is like, it's intended for the people moving from level 49, 50 into the end game. Because it's such a huge jump. Like as soon as you get your hands on that legendary item. And most of the time too, when you do get that legendary item, it's because your friend got you to an area and you got a 3-star, not a 1-star.